two sillier show-inspired questions for you right now. So you two are stranded on a deserted island, and you stumble upon a bunker that's filled with food. I know you guys aren't jerks that are going to take the food for yourself, but if there's one bit of food in that bunker that's like your favorite thing in the world that you're going to pocket and hide from the group, what is it?
Tacos to Madre in LA. Okay, they do.
I tried it.
Okay, well, the error of your ways has been revealed. They do this. I just got here today, and as soon as I finish this thing, I'm going to Tacos to Madre. Even though I have a per diem for this hotel, I'm going to Tacos to Madre. You know what I'm getting? They do this breakfast burrito, and it's the most fucked up Mexican American. Like, you can't believe it's Mexican. It's just amazing. Okay, it's got scrambled egg. It's got truffled aioli. You get it with this chili fried chicken. It's like sweet, but it's chicken. It's chicken, fried chicken in the burrito, American cheese, okay, hash brown, and then chipotle aioli through that whole thing.
That's in the bunker.
I'm big on crunchy soft. And if I went into that bunker, I'll tell you what would be going on. There'd be a Tacos to Madre stand, and they'd have ingredients to make one burrito. I'd go down that hatch. He'd whip that bad boy up. He'd give it to me hot and fresh off the platter. And then he'd pack up shop and get in a jet and go. And I would feast on that. I wouldn't hide it. I'd eat that shit, all of it, the way. And I wouldn't mention it. In fact, I would tell everyone about it. I wouldn't hide it. Why would I hide the best food in the world? Taco did not know that they were getting a plug, but they're getting one today.
The big old creep that follows that and goes to that place after this. I need some tacos in my life.
Yeah.
I was just going to say red strawberry licorice that isn't twisted.
You couldn't have given a more polar opposite example of that. All right. One more sillier one for you guys. So I'm not one to judge impressions or accents or anything like that, but can either of you do an impression that's better than your Luigi impression in the show?
Well, I can do a pretty good Scottish accent, I think, if you... You know, onions have...
You're from London!
Yep.
That's mine.
Okay. All right, I approve. All right, let's get into the show now. So, Charles, this is your first big role in a TV show. So two-parter for you here. What's something about, things that happen when you hit the wild set that made you think to yourself, like, yes, I have this, I am made for this. But then on the other hand, what's something that, required a little bit of a learning curve that, now you learned and you can take on to future projects?
Right. When we shot the video clip in episode 6, we'd been going for a while, so I kind of knew how everything worked and felt comfortable. But this was like the first moment where it was just me. I had none of my other cast members, but I had 120 extras, and we'd done this rehearsal, 2 different rehearsals with the dance coordinator who was amazing. Her name's Kate. She had just come off Elvis, and so she did all the dance choreo for like hundreds of extras. So I was just like, oh my God, starstruck, even though I don't even know who you are, but you're obviously very legit. And then we turn up on the day, and it's like, they're filming everything. You've got to like move through and do coordinated dance and lip sync at the same time. And all at the same time, you're there with all these extras. And I'd never worked with extras before. And they were all just so excited to have a really good time. But once we got through the first section of the video, they just were like, okay, and now everybody dance and just have fun. And none of this made it into the final edit, but we did this. We just started like dancing around in like a mob and stuff like that. And then like I got one of the other dancers who I knew was really good, and I threw him in. And then he started like break dancing and jumping all over the place. Everyone's like screaming, going nuts, and the camera guys doing all this shit. And like it was just like we just like ran with it. And then I just felt like so uninhibited and excited to just be doing it. I wasn't even thinking about the camera or anything. And then when that was over, we were like walking to the next part of the video, and I was like, wow, I'm really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I love my job. I would do my job every day if I could. And yeah, it's just like honor, privilege, grateful. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the Hollywood sign. I just got off the plane from Australia. I just am just like, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. I don't think I have time to tell you about the shit that I didn't feel like I enjoyed. Honestly, like any challenge, all I would say about that is any challenge I had, I just took it as a learning experience. And I was like, cool, I know where I need to improve. And luckily I had people around me. Alex, a lot more experienced than I, and we grew very close. Alex is Alex is my best friend. And you know, I had him to turn to when I felt, you know, a little lost or a little like this is a bit out of my depth here. And I came out of every experience on the set and off feeling proud that I'd given it my best. So that was good.
What a beautiful answer. I love that. All right. So leaning into your experience, Alex, how did the Wilds compare to the Society? Was there anything about having your first big role on a TV series with that you found coming in handy on this?
Just the same as filming anything, you know, like I felt like I knew what to expect, which was far more comforting than I remember feeling going into the Society. And also, you know, like for myself, like in terms of how I approach work, it's like how do I prepare, and you know, what do I feel like I need on like a day, you know, like that's basically it. The rest is just like, it's all new, you know, and it's very fun and it's very cool.
All right, I'm going to sneak in one spoiler question before they kick me out of here for you, Alex. So you could talk about this freely. We'll save it for later, but right. The very end of the show, that is an extremely charged grin that you give the camera there. And, you know, I know you probably don't know what lies ahead for the character, but just to be able to play that moment for yourself, what's going through his head? What is inspiring that grin in that moment?
You know, we originally wrote that to be much more relaxed. He had his feet up on the table and we filmed that version, but then we also like put this in the can as well. And then, I mean, I was so elated to see that they went with this one. I think it's a much more powerful way to end the series than like that more casual approach, because he seems like he has so much more purpose I think like there's so much going on, and that fourth wall break, it just like really, really tickled me in such a good way. So yeah, I was really happy. And in terms of like what's to come, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know who this person really is. Like we were kind of really just uncovering who Seth is for me as well, you know, just kind of like, and I think maybe even for Seth, like he doesn't have he's probably surprising himself with every crazy thing that he does. He's like, wow, I'm capable of some awful shit. So
how'd we end up here?
Yeah, really. I have to let you guys go, but huge congratulations on the show, and enjoy LA while you're here.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.